Excuse me. I would like to record a video here in this space. So can you please? Can you? Oh no.
Hello out there to all my seekers of knowledge, my sages and mages. Welcome back to this channel. I'm Akila, and today I would love to go on a rant and talk to you all about travel, one of my favorite things in this world. I love it so much. I can imagine initially when I say travel, a lot of people may automatically go to thinking about some extravagant excursion where you make a bunch of content and you are on an all inclusive resort. But it doesn't always have to be that way. Travel can be just as well going to a place that you've never been, that is outside of your state or your town for an extended period of time for you to take yourself out of your comfort zone and experience something new. Travel for me is such a deep love. It's something that I love to do that always awakens something new inside of me. I always learn something new about myself. I always meet new people. And there are lots of things to do, especially when you travel by yourself. Any solo travelers out there? That's a special kind of relationship that you grow with yourself where you are relying on all of your senses. Your senses are super sharp where you are having to open new pathways in your mind and figure new things out on the spot. And if you're traveling outside of your country where they may speak a new language, then that is also a challenge that makes you even stronger and allows you to rely on the energy of other people and find new ways to communicate, not only with other people, but with yourself eventually. We moved around a lot with my mother being an art teacher, and those are the dogs, teaching at different schools. So there's a skill that I learned moving around and being able to adapt and make new friends and just see the world for what it is, no matter how new. And I remember for my Sweet 16, of course, I had a beautiful party, and a part of my gift from people that love me, especially my mother, was to go out of the country. And she does this for her art students all the time now, where we go out of the country on an art tour and we learn about artists in other countries. Many, many museums. So many museums. That was my first time experiencing France and Spain and the Mediterranean and just having my eyes be open to so much more. I remember thinking, wow, like there's more? How much more? You know, what are the limits? There are none? Okay. And so I have spent so much time chasing that, having this knowing that there's so much out there I haven't seen. And so since then, since leaving the country when I was 16, I will say yes to as many opportunities I can to explore and go on these journeys to uncharted waters and see places that I've only read about. I have come to understand that our environment reflects what's going on the inside. It's just a mirror. And so when we travel, we get a really good look of what that mirror can look like. What are we attracting? How is our energy? How is our vibration? And what are the things that we gravitate toward when we really strip ourselves of what we perceive to be our foundation in our comfort zones? We learn so much that way. I plan to travel a lot more this summer and just expand my worldview in that way. I think that I'm someone who's built for it, equipped for adventure and high amounts of adaptation and thinking quickly on her feet. And I'm hoping there are many of you out there who can relate. There may be many of you out there thinking about the age old anxiety provoking factor of money. How do I travel when it costs money? But the thing that I have discovered in taking so many risks in traveling so many places is that the intention behind it and why you want to go and how you want to feel will really guide you toward getting there. Really deciding that you're going to go, that you want to go somewhere, and taking the time to save the money little by little, it will just happen for you because you are putting the effort behind going in small steps. So making sure to save up little by little, but also starting to discover signs that come at you because you have started to put your feet forward in making this happen. So you'll see signs go by that are advertisements of the place that you're planning to go to, or someone brings up the name of the place you're going to in conversation so you can talk about it a little more, and it becomes more tangible as you are really deciding deep within to get there. And then all of a sudden, you're there. You've bought the plane ticket and you've made the plans to go, and everything falls into place, and you get to the airport and you go for it. You get on that train, you get on that bus, and you go, and you end up in this place. There's nothing really like the feeling of landing somewhere new that seemed like a dream until you open your eyes and you're looking at it. It's right in front of you. This feeling of the entire world opening up just for you to discover, to eat, to cry, to laugh, to dance, to fall, and get back up again and have this little memory added to the book of memories of your life. One of my favorite things to do when deciding where to go or just deciding that it's time for me to go somewhere new again is to meditate on it. I know, she said it again. I will scream about meditation from the rooftops until the day I have no more voice left in me. Because it really is a way to focus in on what this decision is that you're going to make and having it be a decision that lines up with everything else in your life. Not to say that this practice, the act of meditating on what you want, is a way to make the outcome perfect. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I don't think it's a thing to even think that way, to think that that is possible. But it does help to allow your body to sink into the feeling of being there, of being in the place you want to go, so that you can start to draw it in to your life, so that you hear more words that remind you of going to this place and see more signs throughout life. You'll be able to grasp more opportunities for you to make it there and notice the synchronicities that get you there. I think that it'd be very difficult to notice how the universe is going to help you make it to this new place and guide you through that journey if you're not aware of anything else around you, if your focus is on many other different things and there's no time for stillness for you to ground yourself in this intention of wanting to go to this place, picturing what it looks like and deciding how you want to feel when you're there, or how you imagine feeling once you're there, and what kind of activities you would like to do once you're there. Starting to do the research, starting to notice the little ads that pop up, that can all be strengthened. Those synchronicities can be strengthened when you meditate about it. It's my favorite thing because it really works. Just deciding, the action of deciding plants the seed in your mind. And then we go along thinking about it more often. And when we meditate on it, we find little times throughout the day to just breathe and sit and be with this desire. Little by little, it shows up for you in little beautiful ways. And the universe is reminding you that it's listening, but it needs you to play your part, be the conduit, so that you can show up and make the right choices, book the right ticket. Well, not to say nothing is black and white and right or wrong, but just doing the best that you can to be aware and make choices that are going to align with that ultimate feeling that you want from this experience. And so hopefully that was helpful. And hopefully more and more of you will travel this year in whatever way that looks like. And you can join me in my travel journeys as well. And we'll make new discoveries together as we go to new places. Love sharing tips. I love sharing insights. And so hopefully this was insightful and enlightening for you as well. Until we meet here again next time.